Alright, so we're going to start off with the first question of the test, which is if f of x equals x squared minus 3x plus 2, g of x equals 4x plus 9, and h of x equals x minus 2, what is f of g of h of x? Okay, so these are the answers, choices that we have. And there's there's two ways that we could solve this, and I'm going to show you both. This is the first way. And so what it is I broke up this into two steps. So I just wrote these out, one on top of another to make it easier to see. So what we're going to do is this one first. We're going to solve for g of x using h of x. What that means is that this equation is going to go to right there. It's going to be plugged in to where x is for the equation on top, the g of x. So how we're going to do that is so we're going to start off the equation with the 4 parentheses, plug this into where x is, x minus 2, close parentheses, then the plus 9. So right here what we need to do is we need to distribute the 4 to both the x and the negative 2. So we're going to do that. 4 times x equals 4x. 4 times negative 2 equals negative 8. Just bring down the 9, and then you're going to simplify. So 4x can't be simplified any more than that, and the negative 8 plus 1 will be, negative 8 plus 9 will be plus 1. Okay. This is the equation that you're going to use to plug in to these two x's right here, which is going to get us this right here. So let me write the equation down here. Yeah, so like I said, this equation is going to go both right here and right here. Instead of getting confused and writing it all out into this big line, we could break this up into one and then break up this into another. So but what I mean by that is, the first one right there. Let's do this and this. So what we're going to do, 4x plus 1 squared. That doesn't mean, 4x times 4x and then 1 times 1. Like we would normally do whenever a number is squared. You just multiply by itself. That's not exactly the case right here. So what you're going to need to do is 4x times 4x plus 1, and then plus 1 times 4x plus 1. And then this is what you're going to distribute right here. Okay, so 4x times 4x gets you 16x squared. 4x times 1 gets you 4x. The same thing right here. 1 times 4x gets you 4x. 1 times 1 gets you 1. So we're going to simplify this. This is already good right there, so we just bring that down. 4x plus 4x equals 8x. And then we bring down the 1. And then the second part right here. Okay. So the second right here. So we're going to plug in this into right there, that x. So negative 3 times 4x plus 1. Distribute that. Negative 3 times 4x gets you negative 12x minus 3. Well, the negative x times 1 is negative 3. Okay? So then all we're going to do right now is here. Just put it all together. 16x plus 8x minus 12x minus 3 plus 1 plus 2. So this could be simplified together, and then this could be simplified together. Negative 4x, and then negative 3 plus 3 gets you 0. So bring this down, the 16x squared minus the 4x, and you don't really need to write them. So if you go back, you look at your answer choices, that wasn't it, that one either, neither that one, so this one. So your answer was D. Okay, now we can move on to the second way to solve this. Okay, so this is your second way, and by that you just plug in a number into the x's. So we're going to start out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in 4. So I'm going to get h of x equals 4 minus 2 equals 2. And then this is what I'm going to plug into that x right there. So g of x equals 4 times 2 plus 9. So 4 times 2, 8 plus 9. That will give me 17. And then this 17 is what I'm going to plug into right here. So f of x equals 17 squared minus 3 times 17 plus 2. 17 squared will get you 289. Negative 3 times 17 will get you negative 51 plus 2. So this will all equal to 240. So now what you want to do is, with your answer choices, you want to plug in and see which one gets you to 240. You want to plug in the 4. So if you do 16 times 17 squared minus 4 times 4, I'm sorry, that was supposed to be a 4, sorry. Okay, so negative 4 times 4 gets you negative 16. 4 times 4 gets you 16. 16 times 16 minus that will get you the 240. Okay, and that's 2 ways to solve number 1.